Hey guys, welcome back to Bobby and Cece. Today we are going to be doing a mask with me, with this mask that we got from BoxyCharm.
Yes, and if you know, this series is supposed to have guests, but since we are in quarantine times, it's still just us. But we got some really fun information for you today.
Yeah, we do. So today we're going to be talking about regrets. Unfortunately, not the personal kind, because we know those are juicier, but regrets on purchases, things that we've purchased that we regret.
Yes, most of them being makeup items, skincare items, and Bobby does have one that is more
just
like
beauty related in general.
Yes. So, if you are wanting to see that, do not forget to subscribe and like. We're still doing a giveaway. We are actually really, really close, so sneak peeks will be coming out for that, hopefully, here in the next coming weeks. But yeah, we'll roll our intro, and then we'll start.
I feel like every video has to have me clanking.
It
smells so spicy.
It smells like a gingerbread house.
It does, but like a really potent gingerbread house.
Okay, before we go in and start putting this on our faces, we didn't even tell you what the brand was.
So, we are going to be doing this mask. This is the same mask that is in our recent BoxyCharm unboxing, because as always, I get masks every time.
Literally.
So, and if it's not in my regular Boxy, it's in my premium. I think I've gotten a mask every box I've gotten for a long time, but that's great because then we can try them on for you.
Yes.
So, this is from Yensa.
Yensa.
I maybe didn't say that right, but this is what the box, the packaging, whatever duty bobber looks like. It is Pumpkin Turmeric. It says 2-in-1 Radiance Polishing Mask with 8 Super Orange Essence. Mm-hmm. And on the box, on the side of the box, which I don't have, it has like all the super orangey essence-y business on the side, so you know what is going on your face, but like I only remember pumpkin, turmeric, grapefruit.
Mm-hmm. And I would check out that video, but the one thing that I did say in that video is it reminds me a lot of the PTR pumpkin enzyme mask, and I assume it has a lot of the same ingredients, so if you're familiar with that one more than this one, I would say it's pretty similar probably.
But we'll know for sure when we put it on.
Yes.
So it says the Superfood Cosmetic, powered by 8 super orange essence, nourishing masks, and nourishing, and that's all you need to know.
Yeah, perfect.
Nourishing mask and face polish in one, hydrates and leaves skin smooth, supple, and radiant. Pumpkin boosts collagen, turmeric soothes the skin. Why do I feel like turmeric does not really soothe the skin?
Yeah, I feel like if you're putting literally 8 acids that are exfoliating on your face, it's not going to soothe shit.
Well, I mean, turmeric, isn't that like...
It's like an agitator. It's
like a spicy-ish situation, isn't it? Like, ish? Mm-hmm. Okay. So it says the ritual. Okay, that I love. That I love. Instead of the directions, it says the ritual. Smooth a thin layer on skin. Oh, damp skin.
Oh, shoot. Well,
for 5 to 10 minutes. Gently massaging in circular motions with warm water, then rinse clean. Use 4 to 5 times a week for a superfood glow.
Okay, so my question is, though,
do
you have to rub in circular motions for 10 minutes because your girl's not that invested in my face?
No, we're not going to do that. So what we're going to do is we are going to pause. We're going to wet our faces, apply the mask, and then come back and talk about how it applied because we have to make it.
So we are back, and it doesn't look like anything is on our faces, but there is. And it was kind of weird. So as I was saying, I thought it was a lot like this mask right here. So this is the PTR one, and it's actually not. It's a lot different in the way that it applies. And for me wearing this, a lot different in how it feels. So the PTR one, you only leave on for like 2 minutes, but the grit stays. So you rub on and the grit stays. This one, Bobby and I both noticed that the grit disappeared.
It disappeared, like almost like it when it's done doing its work. So on the back of this, it does say gently massage in circular motions. And so I feel like when you're putting it on, if you rub and rub and rub and rub until the grit goes away, which is what we did, mm-hmm. You opened up all of your like stuff kind of.
Right, you did the manual.
Yeah, you did the work so that the mask can do the work.
Yep.
On your skin, because it definitely feels hot on my face.
Yeah, and you are red. Like, you are
red.
It's
a smidge on the irritated side. So, like, it doesn't hurt. It's just hot.
Yes. For me, I'm experiencing
You're also red.
Less of that. I don't feel like the hotness, and I definitely, my face gets red regardless. This one is a lot more stingy, which I assume is just more potent than that one since you leave this one on longer. But that was our experience applying it since you didn't get to see that.
Right.
But the turmeric is definitely doing whatever the turmeric does.
So. Well, if it's supposed to be soothing, I don't know if it is. So my forehead is definitely not as happy as the rest of my face.
Okay,
but
well,
it usually isn't.
Let us get into our topic then, so your face doesn't burn off.
My phone doesn't recognize me. That's fine.
So, our topic, as we said, is purchases we regret. We didn't have a timeline, just purchases in general.
Yeah, so just like things that we purchased. So all of the things that I purchased were within this last year that I have regrets about.
Mine, I believe, also are.
Figured it would be
easier.
Yes,
mine definitely are.
Looking in my list of purchases, when you go on the little website, you're like, oh, what did I buy? Oh my gosh, I bought all that shit this year. That's what happened. So the very first thing I'm going to talk about, just to kind of get it out of the way, is not a makeup related, but is beauty related. I recently, for my birthday, I asked for nail stuff because my nail lady was having surgery and was going to be out for a little while, and your girl is impatient and she can't wait, okay? She can't. So I even had Cece do my nails, but like my nails, for some reason, they grow hella fast. And so I can't be like, oh, hey, Cece, your 2 seconds that you have off, could you just? So I figured I would get it on my own and then get some nail stuff. So I did get some nail stuff, but I also purchased some nail stuff for myself. So I got a gel kit, and I got like a gel, like poly gel kit. I got acrylic kit. I got polishes. I got like cuticle oils. I got an e-file. So out of all that stuff, the e-file is amazing. No, that's not a regret. We love the e-file.
I love mine too.
She's
They're
amazing.
Great.
She is an amazing,
If you
amazing
do your
girl.
nails and you don't have any sort of electric file, please go purchase one.
It
saves your life.
It does. It's the one that I got was, I believe, $50, and it was worth it. It's amazing. Anywho, so back to the regrets portion of this evening. So I purchased for myself the polygel kit and cosmetic sponges.
So like the triangle sponge?
Yeah. Your girl thought, for some reason, that if you painted polish on these little squishy pad things, that it would stamp on your finger like regular polish does. Nay.
With gel polish. She's talking about with gel polish.
Yes, with gel polish. Okay? No.
Yeah.
No. Not at all. These sponges are so dense that it just sucked it right up. Which makes me worried about if I was going to do that, like put makeup on with that sponge, because it absorbed into it. Oh. So now I have all of these sponges that I can't use. But I think they might be good for like latex because they are that kind of texture. So if I was going to get into Halloween makeup,
I don't see you doing it.
Anytime
soon. First of all, Halloween's over.
I also don't see myself doing that, but you never know. You never know when you're doing projects and stuff. Maybe I could use them to paint. I don't know. The acrylic smells like death. It is Model 1. Do not buy. Do not buy, okay? Do not buy. The polygel is fine. It's fine. The acrylic is fine. Like, it does a good job. And it does not set too fast like everybody under the sun I've talked to says. In fact, I think it's too slow.
Yeah, that is a seconded opinion by another friend of mine who bought an entire color acrylic set from the same exact brand, and it dried. It took like 10 minutes to dry some of these colors.
It took forever to dry. I was irritated by how long it took, but it smells like death, so maybe don't buy that one.
Yeah, so that is a collective opinion from 2 different people now.
Yeah, so.
Just so you know.
There's that. That was like 2 in 1.
So it's the one size Go Off Makeup Dissolve Mist. Okay, so it does what it says it's going to do, which it claims it's not going to drip when you spray it on. It doesn't. It doesn't like drip into your eyes or anything. The problem with this is you can't use it by itself. So if you thought you were going to use this, rub it on your face to take off your makeup and then rinse your face off like any normal freaking emulsifying makeup remover, you can't. It leaves such a bad residue. It literally feels like olive oil was spread on your face and will never leave you. It is the worst feel on planet Earth. I hate it. And I now know why they advertise it to get with the wipes, because they're trying to sell you both of the things at the same time. I'm sorry, Patrick. You're never going to watch this, but I'm sorry. I really wanted to like your product.
It's a little underhanded.
But you can't use it alone. But it's like such a good marketing.
That's a good marketing tool. Okay, so business is a yes for Patrick. Like, you're doing a good job with the business, but also like, what the heck?
Yeah, because I'm like, if I want to use this by myself, well, now I can't. So now you have to emulsify it and get your hands dirty and not be able to rinse it off. So you have to get a makeup wipe of your own. Which, like, I don't want to do that. Who wants to do... I would have just taken a
Right,
makeup
I would have
wipe.
taken the makeup wipe and done it as well. Unless it took off, like, a product that I have a really difficult time getting off of my skin. Otherwise, I would say maybe
not really. I mean, it made mascara maybe barely, like, marginally better. But, I mean, I could just use a makeup wipe. Or any other emulsifying balm that I have. Or, like, a micellar water.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, it just left such a residue. And this... It's $24! No, not worth it. Not worth it. I could buy $5 makeup wipes.
All right. I could buy $5 makeup wipes. All right, so the next one that I'm going to be talking about is The Ordinary. I know for all of you Ordinary lovers, I'm so happy that it works for you. It doesn't work for me. The vitamin C suspension, it's 23% plus HA spheres, 2%. That's what I'm talking about specifically. It is so greasy. So greasy.
So I guess a lot of our things
it is
just grease.
It's honestly, you can't just leave it on your face because it didn't just know. Like, no. You can't put it on and put something on top of it because I feel like it is so greasy that whatever it is that you put on, it just doesn't go in. So it is a vitamin C suspension. So obviously it's meant to be put on before your moisturizer, but I don't think so.
Maybe it's what it's suspended in that makes it greasy.
Yeah, I have no idea. I even tried to shake the bottle. Like, I tried to rub it in my hands first and then apply it to my face, and I couldn't get it to work. I just couldn't get it to work. But it's only $5.80 when I purchased it, so, like, that's not the end of the world expensive. Right. But just know if you don't like the texture on your face, it might not be for you. There are other vitamin C products that probably would be better for you anyway.
Okay, my next product, I already kind of I didn't crap on it, but I definitely talked not the best about it in a video that I did. If you want to go watch that, that's my Patrick Ta video. It's the Patrick Ta Major Brow Shaping Wax. And let me say this right away. I don't think it's the wax's fault. I think it's my eyebrows' fault, but I was just really pissed off that it wouldn't work. Because I just think my eyebrows, so my hair is naturally curly, and I think that just the texture and the way that my eyebrows grow out of my face, I don't know, just doesn't make it work. It doesn't stand up. Like, I just couldn't get it to work. I even retried it. I had to film the video twice, and both times it didn't work. And I even learned how to use it properly the second time. Like, I went through and I asked a whole bunch of people, and, like, I had training on it from Patrick Ta, from when I worked at Sephora, and just nope. She was a nope. I hope it works for you though, because it gives you that beautiful laminated brow look, and I just
if it works for you, then it works for you. Obviously, not everything works for everybody.
Yes.
Maybe certain hair textures work better with it.
I guess mine was just not, because it didn't look right.
Right.
Not good.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
I have nothing on it. But also, just like disclaimer in the middle of the video before we get too deep, just because we regret buying it does not mean it doesn't work for you. The next thing and it's not necessarily that I regret buying the product, I regret buying so many. So during National Lipstick Day, I got 2 of these Lip Chemistry, the Urban Decay Lip Vice Lip Chemistry Lip Stains.
And this is how you know this is all personal opinion, because I fucking love this product.
So the product in and of itself, in my opinion, it dries my lips out. So it's not something that I find myself reaching for almost ever. However, I bought 2 of them because Cece was like hyping it so hard because it works so great for her. But it just does not have, like, my lips are almost too dry to use it. So I think that having 1 of them would have been more than enough. She did say that she really liked it because it doesn't give you the butthole lip, which I also have tried to put a lip on and then put it in the middle. And I feel like it does work really well for that. Mm-hmm. So, but it also would have a more moisturizing product underneath of it. Or, like, if I use that Jouer, like, essential whatever underneath of it, that lip balm underneath of it, and then put that on top of it, I feel like that also made it work pretty well too. So it just... I wish I wouldn't have bought 2.
Maybe you can always pass them over here. I'll take them.
Cece's like...
I love them. They're great. Okay, so my next product is the Dr. Jart Focus Spot Micro Tip Patches. So I bought the ones that are for your smile lines because you don't see my face super up close, but I do have smile lines. They're there because I like to smile and laugh at things. So I'm like, oh, these are interesting and different. Let me buy these. Okay, they're $18 and you get 2 uses. Okay, $18. $18 for these patches that are like the size of your smile line. They don't do anything. Unless you I assume unless you keep repeatedly buying them. But I thought that for $18 to try them twice, that they would have done something. Because that's a lot of money that I just wasted. And they didn't. So maybe I just don't have deep enough smile lines yet to see any difference. But even putting them on and everything and taking them off, they didn't feel like extra hydrated or nothing like that. So I'm like, did I just pay $18 for literally absolutely nothing?
The name Dr. Jart is funny to me. I'm over here like giggling
well,
a little bit.
I like Dr. Jart. They're a Korean, correct me if I'm wrong, they might be Japanese, but I'm pretty sure they're Korean, skincare. And I'm like, oh, these are cool and neat. And they have like the micro needle technology or something like that. No, they were a waste. And you're supposed to like sleep overnight. So I like slept overnight. These look really, really scary. Because they don't look great.
Oh,
look like the
waking
Joker.
up like the crypt keeper. With these things.
So just no.
Just not.
Yeah. Have it for yourself.
It's a funny name. Yeah. Okay, I'm living my best life for Dr. Jart like that. It's just, I don't know. It just is funny for me. So the next thing that I have regards buying, so I have a problem. It's called lip products. And the next one I'm talking about is not a lip product. It just is on the same page. And I just keep thinking about how I keep buying all these lip products and I can't wear any of them. So like general regrets on buying lip products because I spend so much money on that shit. But, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is the ColourPop BFF liquid liner.
Do you not like it?
I hate it.
Really? I've never tried it.
It is so liquidy. It takes forever to dry. It like separates. If you've ever put a liquid liner on your eye and you have, skin, as we all do, and the lines, it like goes into the lines.
Like on your hand, when you put it on your hand.
Oh, and it takes forever to dry. I cannot get a really sharp like wing with it. No.
Now we know.
Do not purchase. The mascara, the BFF mascara, is also not that great. The ColourPop BFF, it's not bad. It's just not great.
I hope their other cream liner, like the stick liners, are better because we have some of those that we're going to be doing a video on here coming up.
Yeah, so just like stay tuned for that.
Okay, my next product. Okay, this is my last skincare product. I finally am going to have like an actual makeup product coming up here. So this is the Summer Fridays Super Amino Gel Cleanser. So I just think I gave this away and someone else really likes it. My friend, she really likes it. I gave it to her, so I'm glad that she likes it, so it must just not be for my skin type. But this distinctly says on the back of the packaging that you only need 2 pumps, okay? 2 pumps. And that'll do your whole face. I'm like, cool, 2 pumps. My face ate it. Like, absorbed it. It, like, whoosh. Like, it's...
like that mask, that Frank body mask, and under my eyes, it was just like, it packed it on, it just,
like, ate it. She was hungry, I guess. I don't know. But, like, it's supposed to be, like, some amino acid exfoliating wash thing. And I'm like, okay, it's 2 pumps. So I'm like, 2 pumps more. Fucking ate it. 2 pumps more. Ate it. I was using, like, 10 pumps of this shit. And she ain't cheap. She's $38. No, but I'm really glad that the person I gave it to likes it. So maybe if you have oily skin that is also dehydrated slightly, that your face will also eat it. But it was too much product being used for what it was actually doing. It was really frustrating because I'm like, 2 pumps my ass. I'm so mad about it.
Oh, that's so funny. That's funny.
So mad.
So mad. My last one is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. Okay, so here's the tea. The color that I got, not necessarily the formula being bad, but the color that I got, which is 40N, is literally gray. It's gray. Okay, gray. What person is gray? I'm still thinking, like, aliens?
Roger from American Dad.
Somebody out there is gray, apparently. Because that is how, like, when I put it on, it literally looks gray. And so I understand that neutral is gray. Like, gray is a neutral shade, but gray is not a skin color. I tried it with other foundations that were more yellow, more pink, and then more on the neutral side, just to see if maybe the color of foundation was too pink. And it looked gray because it was so cool. Some foundations, some brands have like technology where if you're pink, you're supposed to buy the yellow version because it's supposed to like tone your tone down. And no, on the pink, it looks gray. On the yellow, it looks like dirty. Like it doesn't even look like a tone. It looks just like dirty on your skin. And on the neutral one, it still just looked gray.
Well, I don't know if the formula's any good, but...
The formula's okay. It wasn't, I wouldn't run by that, especially, like, because it's cheaper. It's like $8 or something like that. Just go buy the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. The hydrating one is still good. It's $6 and it's better, so just go do that.
Okay, my last product. So it is the Marc Jacobs Beauty Air Blush Soft Glow Duo in the color Flesh and Fantasy. I did not buy this at $42 because who in their right mind is buying this at $42? I mean, maybe there's someone out there, but it's not me. So I bought it at $29 because obviously that's way more
expensive. Yeah, because it's better. $29 is better.
It's not. I mean, it is, but it's not. It's still really expensive. So I bought that. It's beautiful. Or it was beautiful. It was beautiful for the 5 seconds I owned it until it fell on the floor and broke into 8,000 pieces.
Oh, no.
I got to put it on one cheek, and then it fucking just yeeted itself.
Oh,
off
man.
Of my dresser.
Oh, that's actual tears right there.
I was so upset. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, it's on sale. These look so pretty. Because if you've never seen these, they go, I don't even know if they still make them. But they go from like a light to like gradients of the two colors together to a dark. So you can do like a darker, medium, or light of the same tone, which I think is really innovative and cool. I was like, oh my gosh, they're on sale. I want one. So I bought one. And I owned it for 5 seconds. I was putting it on my face and it fell on the floor. And I was so mad. I'm like, I just wasted $30 on my whole life for it to fall on the floor and me have to clean it up.
Well, most of the regret on that is probably from the falling.
Yes. Because it was $30 and it was beautiful and I'm like, meh.
Right?
That's so disappointing. It's so disappointing when you drop your shelf.
It is. So my son, he likes to dig in makeup. And I bought the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette and he thought it was a good idea to go digging around in that. And also, good thing it wasn't Too Faced, but you know how Makeup Revolution makes like dupes-ish, like almost like maybe not really a dupe, but like actually like a copy of stuff. Well, I had the heart-shaped highlighter and he took it up against the windowsill and and just sprinkled. There was a highlighter all over my floor.
If you would like
into
a story about everything Elias has tried to ruin.
Woo! It'd be a long video.
I was at her house one time and I had my whole entire like makeup black chest thing, and he just pushed the whole thing off of the dresser. Nothing was broken, but he pushed the whole thing.
He is a
the
danger
dresser.
baby, okay? And I have so many regrets about spending $42 on a palette that my son annihilated, but it's because he annihilated it, not because I didn't like the palette.
Right. So it's just a regret in a different sort of like heart-wrenching way because you were so excited to have it and then it just left your life.
Right. If you want to hear more about horrendous makeup fails, basically, let us know down in the comments below because my son is a most adorable, sweet baby child who breaks and ruins everything under the sun.
And I have cats, and I have a sister that I used to live with who used to steal my shit, so.
Cats and Elias.
We got some stories.
We got stories because of that.
So we're going to be right back. We're going to take this off because it's definitely been over 10 minutes, like it is every time we do this.
Yeah.
Well, our faces feel.
So we are back,
and
we
mask
have
is
thoughts.
off.
We have some thoughts. So while taking this off, it did leave kind of like an oily kind of texture. I wouldn't say it felt like a film, but it definitely felt like I had to wash it off with like a wash, like something to actually like a surfactant, like to take it off of my skin. My face does feel pretty good, actually. I feel like if that's the only thing, like in order to use this, I just have to wash my face afterwards, like that ain't a big deal.
Mind you, we did like put like a moisturizer on afterwards.
Yeah.
So we have like our faces not just freshly out of the mask because it did, at least for me, my face a little bit more oily and just the texture of it, it reminds me of if your face is oily, like really, really greasy at the end of the day and all you do is splash it with water, don't cleanse it and just try to pat it dry. And you still have like that weird like filmy, residue-y feeling on your face. It feel like your face is clean. I don't know. It felt gross. I didn't like it.
I do think that if you are a nighttime masker, that you could probably get away with putting a cream over top of it, sleeping and then waking up and washing your face in the morning.
Yeah.
But if you are doing it in the middle of the day like we are, you'll probably have to wash it off.
Yes. I would also suggest it maybe to more dry people or like normal to dry because
I think so too.
And maybe not before makeup, like we're about to do.
And just so you know, this mask, according to the Yensa website, it is $45. It's $45. Well, maybe we'll show you. So it does say $45.
I would probably use it more at night. Again, that's usually when I do my masks anyway.
Me too.
Because like there's no point doing them to me there is no point in doing them in the morning when your face is just gonna get dirty. Why not do it when you have the benefits at the end of the night when you're gonna sleep and your skin's like repairing itself?
Yeah.
That's at least my philosophy on it. So I feel like if I was to do it at night and like, because my face feels really good and if the ingredients are good in it, it depends. It depends. I'm on the fence because $45 is a lot for a mask, but also you didn't need a lot of it. So you could get a lot of uses out of it.
Yeah. Well, and the size of the bottle, I feel like the size of the bottle, it says 2.5 fluid ounces, which is a pretty large bottle.
So I would say it depends on your price point and what you value more. If you value a mask more than an eyeshadow palette, or if you value dinner over buying a mask, like it depends on what your situation is.
Well, $45 wouldn't be dinner for me.
Well, no, but it would be like going out to get dinner at like an Olive Garden for like you and Chris. You know what I mean? So if you value, it just depends on what you value in your life more. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed not only our mask and our review on the mask, but also all of our regrets.
Our regrets.
Because we had a few, and that was only a few, because we buy a lot of shit.
Yeah. And then look forward to our fail videos. You know, the things that we bought and broken right away.
Like literally right away.
Just right away. Cats, kids, you know it. It's
or yourself.
Or yourself.
Because
I mean, she ain't wrong.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, guys.